1.412 or okay, only 1.41. Let me take 3-digit number. So multiply 1.41, 1.414, but let me take only 3-digit number. Multiplying this to 5 1 is 5. Okay, 5 1 is 5, 3 1 is 3, 5 4 is 20, 20 plus 3 23, 3 2 carry, 1 4 is 4, 5 1 is 5 and 4 9, 4 3 is 12, 12 and 9 21, plus 2 23, 3 and 2 carry again, 4 4 is 16 and 3 19, 19 and 2, 19 and 2 21, 2 carry, 4 1 is 4 and 2 6. So this point after 2, so this is 613.35. Length is equal to 613.35 meter. Length of this diagonal is 613.35. If I multiply 1.41 into 435, so it will give us 613.35. This is the answer here. Okay, length of the diagonal is 613.35. This is the answer. Length of the diagonal is a square root 3, or we could find out, okay, directly we could find out, finding the square root of that value into 2. Length of diagonal is a under root 2. Okay, so this is the value here. Now let me take next question. Question number 5. Now question number 5 or 5th question, what does it say? Let me check it. Question number 5 here. Let me change this marker. Question number 5. Question number 5 says a rectangular court 120 meter by 90 meters has a path of uniform width of 10 meter within and around it. Got the point? Within and around it. Okay. Find the cost of covering the path with tiles at 35 paise per square meter, and the remainder of the court with the turf at the cost of 50 paise per square meter. Turf means grass, etc. Okay, so leveling the remaining field with grass or any small, okay, vegetable something. So laying a okay, a thin part of grass or anything, that is turfing of that. Okay, so putting something in very low level. So a rectangular court, let me take here. It's a rectangular court here. Now it says a rectangular court 120 meter by 90 meter. 120 meter by 90 meter. Okay. 120 meter by 90 meter. Has a path uniform width 10 meter within and around it. Within and around it. Okay, within and around it. It means there is a around it. This is around it. Within and around it. Okay, there is a path here also. Within and around it. Okay, so surrounding this there is a path, and here also within and around it. Within means within the field there is a path of uniform width. What is the uniform width? 10 meter. 10 meter width here. 10 meter width here. 10 meter width. 10 meter width. Within and around. Okay, so now let's take that what is the area. Now it says they find the cost of covering the path with tiles at 35 paise per square meter and the remainder of the court with turf at the cost of 50 paise per square meter. Okay, that means we have to just find out that remaining cost. Now it says a rectangular court 120 meter by 90 meters has a path of uniform width of 10 meter within and around it. Rectangular court within and around it. Okay, this is rectangular field. Now let us take now cost what is given to us. Let me take. So the area. This is the actual one, A B C D. Then this A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is the inner field which is surrounded by this path of 10 meter width. Okay, and around the field also there is a 10 meter wide. So this is A double dash, let me take, B double dash, let me take, C double dash, and this is D double dash. Okay, now it says that we have to find out what is the 35 paise per square meter. Find the cost of covering the path with tiles at 35 paise per square meter. Okay, so cost of tiling 10 uniform width of 10 meter. It has a path of uniform width of 10 meter. Okay, and the cost of covering the path with tiles at 35 paise per square meter. Okay, so 1 square meter, that is the cost of that is there. So what is the area, total area? We can find the cost and 35 paise into that area of the path. So area of the path we have to find out and multiply this by 35 paise. Okay, so that we can do. Then second says, and the remainder of the court with the turf at the cost of 50 paise per square meter. Now let me take a rectangular court 120 meter. This meter has a path of uniform width of 10 meter within and around it. Alright. So find the cost of covering. So that is the matter here. Second point says that the court with the turf at the cost of 50 paise per square meter. That means both the areas, inner area and this outer area. What is the inner area will be subtracted from this 150 meter 10 minus. So around this area and the path. Okay, the cost of, let me take a rectangle court 120 meter has a uniform width of 10 meter within and around it. Find the cost of covering the path with tiles at 35 paise per square meter and the remainder of the court. Okay, so that means this remaining court is to be turf. Okay, is to be turfed with grass or whatever. Okay, so that cost of that grass. So area of this path which is inside the field, that is to be subtracted from area of the whole field. First let me find what is the area. Now this is to be tiled. So what is the total area? Should we find inner area also? Okay, let me just find out that what is the inner area of the path and outer area of the path. So what is given to us for question number, this is 5. Question number 5. Okay, what is given to us? Given here a rectangular field. We are given here a rectangular field with diameter, with area equal to 120 by 90 meters square. This is area. Okay. Second thing, this is first thing given. Second, the width of the path or road of the path within and around the field, within and around the field is 10 meter. So width of this area is this much. Okay, so 90, 10 meter plus 10 meter, 90, this is total length is this. Okay, and if I take only this length, then 10 plus 120. So this 10 is to be added up, this 10 is to be added up. If I take total area, this 10 plus 10, 20, so this is 140 total length, multiplied by 10. Okay, so this is lengthwise, the two lengthwise. Now this widthwise will be, this width is only 90 here. So 90 into 10 will be 900. This is length, but this 10 is not added here. Okay, so this is outer path, area of the outer path that we will calculate, and inner path will be, in this case, 150 minus 10 and minus 10. This is minus 10 minus 10, 120, so it is only 100 lengthwise, and then this is also lengthwise 100. Okay, this is 100 because 120 total was 10 minus 10, 10 plus 10 minus, so we can subtract that. It will be twice length, because this length and this length. So 2 into area weight window. This 100 into 10, 1000, and then this 90 by total. So 90 minus 10 and minus 10, 70 only. 70 into 10, 2 into 70 into 10. That's the area. Okay, let me take solution here. Okay, so what we have to find out here, given is okay to find. First we have to find out cost of covering the path with tiles. Cost of covering the path with tiles at rate, what is the rate given to us? Rupees 35 paisa. 35 paise per square meter. One thing. Second point, we have to find out the cost of turfing. The inner remaining coat. The cost of turfing and the cost of this. So what is the, and the remainder of the coat. Okay, the cost of turfing, the remainder of the coat at rupees paisa. Okay, this is 50 paisa. 50 paise per square meter. These are the two things required. Now try to understand that this area. Now what is the area of the outer path? Let me find solution we are calculating. Now area of the outer path means lengthwise is 2 into length. Total length will be here 120 plus 10 plus 10, 140. 2 into 140 into 10. 10 width. Width of the path is, or breadth of the path is 10 meter. So by twice, because this length is also covered. This length 140 into 10. This area of the path lengthwise we have calculated, plus 2 into. Now what the breadth remaining breadth? Breadth is total this 90 here, because this 10 we have covered here, 10 we have covered here. Only this 90 is remaining. So this 90 into 10 90 to 10, because this length, this breadth, or this breadth and breadth of the road is 10, so twice into this. Let me take 2 into 10, 20 common. It will be 140 plus 90, it is 20 into 0 and 9 plus 4, 13, 3, 1 carry, 1 plus 1, 2, 230. Yeah, 230. Okay, so 230 into 20, it is 0, 0, 23 is 46. 4600 is the area of the outer path. Area of the outer path. This is to be tiled, right? Tiling, or find the cost of covering the path with tiles. Therefore, cost of tiles, this is outer area. Let me write here. Outer path area is equal to 4600. Try to understand. Square meter. This is area of the outer path. This one, outer path. Outer path. Okay, and this is the inner path inside the. That also have to, let me find out inner path. Then cost we will find out later. But before that, let me find out what is the inner path. Then inner path of the path. The three areas let me calculate. Inner path is to be subtracted from area of the field, area of the garden. What is the electron field area? Okay, so area of the inner path. Now area of the inner path. Try to understand what is the path inside the field and outside the field. Inner path, area of the inner path. Inner path. Area of the inner path is equal to 2 into length. This length is here 120. Why? Because this 120 only. We have not to subtract any length here into 10. 120 into 10, because total length was 120. So here inside the length, we have to draw a path of 10 meter height or width. 120, 2 into 120 into 10 plus. Now 90 minus 10 minus 10. 90 minus 20. This 10 is to be subtracted from 90, but width was 90. It is 2 into 70 into 10. It is 20 into 2 into 10, 2 into 10, both. This is 120 plus 70. This is area of the inner path. This is equal to 121, so this is 190. 20 into 190. This is 0, 0, 19 to the 38. 3800 square meter. This is area of the inner path. Area of the inner path is equal to 3800 square meter. Okay, this is area of the inner path. Now try to understand. Now the two things which are required are area of the remaining field, which is to be tufted. Area of the remaining field, this inner path is to be subtracted. Now area of the field is area of the field is equal to 120 into 90. This is 0, 0, and 9 to the 18, 8, 1 carry, 9 1 108. 10,800. This is area of the whole field. Now from this inner path is to be subtracted. Therefore area of the remaining field, subtracting the inner path, area of the inner path, subtracting the area of the inner path, subtracting the area of inner path. This will give us 10,800 minus this 3,800 minus 3,800. This is 3,800. 0, 0 subtracting, and this is 0. 10 minus 3, 7. 7,000 only. Only 7,000 square meter. This is the area. 7,000 square meter. This is area of the inner field. Now we have to find out the cost of turfing this area. So this is the second thing which is required. First path is this outer path which is to be tiled. Okay, and this is to be turfed. Area of the inner path for the inner area of the field is 7,000. Therefore, area of the remaining path of the remaining area of the remaining field is equal to 7,000 square meter. Now this is to be turfed, this area. Now it says the remaining area is to be turfed at 50 paisa per square meter, and 35 paisa per square meter is the cost of tiling. Cost of tiling is done in the path. So cost of tiling, therefore cost of tiling the outer part is equal to area of the path, area of the outer path into cost of tiling, cost of tiles or cost of tiling. So this is area here 4,600. Outer area of the path was 4,600 into cost was 35 paisa. With 35 upon 100 rupees. These two zeros cancel out. So 35 into 46 equal to 46 into 35. Let me multiply this. 5 6 is 30, 0 3 carry. 5 4 is 20 and 6 is 18 and 20 38. 38 and 3 41. 1 4 carry. 4 3 are 12, 12 and 4 16. So 1,610 rupees. It is rupees 1,610. This is first answer. Cost of tiling the path. This is first answer here. Now let us take second answer. Cost of tiling. Cost of tiling is equal to rupees 1,610. Okay, now second thing is 7,000 square meter of the field is to be turfed. Cost of turfing. Now second answer. Now cost of turfing. Cost of turfing the remaining field. Cost of turfing the remaining field is equal to area of the field, area of the remaining field into cost of turfing into cost of turfing. Okay, turfing means laying the grass or anything grass like, which is leveling the field. So it is grass mostly. Area of the field is 7,000 square meters into cost is 50 paisa, 50 paise per square meter. So this is 50 paisa, means 50 upon 100 rupees. Now, so 2 zeros let me cancel out. So 7 5 is 35, 3,500. Cost of turfing will be 3,500. Second answer is this. Okay, this is the first answer. Cost of tiling. Sorry, cost of tiling is this one. 1,610 rupees. 1,610 is the cost of tiling the path, and cost of turfing the field, remaining field is rupees 3,500. This is the second answer. Question number 5 we have completed. Okay, now let us take next question, which is question number 6. But before that, let me clean this. So very good question, but systematic. We have to just understand them. A bit difficult one, but no problem. We have to just understand the basics of areas, how to find the area of the path, etc. And where path is given. These things are to be understood. To be understood by us. Only then we can find the answer. Let me now clean this. Okay, question number 6 now. Let us say question number 6. Question number 6 says, this is the 6th question. How many tiles of 20 centimeters square, okay, will be required to have footpath 1 meter wide carried around the outside of a grass plot 24 meter long by 14 meter broad? Simple. This is question number 6. Question number 6 says, there is a what kind of field outside the grass plot 20 meter wide. This rectangular plot is given to us. What is given to us? A rectangular. We are given here a rectangular plot of area the area of that 14 meter 24 meter by 14 meter, I think 14 here, 14 meter broad, 24 meter long and 14 meter broad. This is the area 24 meter by 14 meter. Okay, this is square meter. So this is the area here. Length, breadth are given. Then with the cost of, and this is how many tiles of, now area of tile is 20 centimeters square. Now and area of a tile equal to 20 square centimeter. The area of a tile. Okay, area of a tile is this. A square required to have footpath 1 meter wide carried around the outside of grass plot. Okay, so this is a rectangular plot. Now 1 meter wide. A plot path 1 meter wide. Okay, how many tiles of 20 centimeters square feet? So first we have to find out the area of the field and divide by 1 area of the tile. So number of tiles will be calculated. But what is the area of the path? Now it says that 1 meter broad path around this plot is constructed. It is 1 meter wide. 1 meter wide, 1 meter wide, 1 meter wide. And what the plot? 24 meter by 14 meter. This is length and breadth of this. So what the area of the path we have to find out first, and then area of the path we have to find out, and then divide by area of one tile, because tiling, how many tiles of 20 centimeters 20 centimeters square will be required. 20 centimeters square tiles of 20 centimeters square. That means 20 centimeters square means 20 centimeter square or square centimeter will be required to have a footpath 1 meter wide carried around the outside of a grass plot 25 meter by this. Okay, this is, let me take, this is a grass field plot ABCD, and outside this there is a path 1 meter wide, and in this path we have to put the tiles. Area of tile is one tile is, how many tiles will be there, number of tiles we will find out. Solution. Okay, and the area of a tile is this 20 centimeter square centimeter. Find what will you find out here? To find, and width of the path is also given, and the width of the path around the field, this is also given, is 1 meter. Around the path 1 meter. Now to find, what is the find here? Number of tiles. Number of tiles laid in the path. Number of tiles laid in the path. How many tiles are laid in the path or put in the path to cover the whole path with tiles, and one tile area is given. So let me take solution of this. This solution of this is, but what is the area of the path here? Let me first find area of the path. Area of the path is equal to, now this is the length, 24 plus 1 plus 1, 26. 26 is the length here. 22 into 26 into 1 meter. Width is, the path is, so this 26, 26, 2 times 26. Okay, into 1 breadth or width of the path plus. Now length is what? 14 meter only, because this we have already added here. This 1 meter and this 1 meter we have added in length. This only width is same, 114, 2 into 14 into 1. It is nothing but 2. If I take common, it is 26 plus